my first one. If they let me. If they let me. They said all I need is 50 followers. I got 89 now. I only had 26 at one time. So some people like what I'm doing. So the ones that don't like it, well, that's your problem. Not mine. You know what I'm saying? 09 forever. I want to give a couple shout outs. I want to give a shout out to Money Mel Collections. He got the hottest fucking hat in the world, man. I'm telling you, man. I got to get some more. I got to update my hat collection. My Money Mel hat collection. Coming at you, Money Mel. I want to give a shout out to all my guys. You know what I'm saying? I want to give a shout out to everybody that support me. I want to give a shout out to MDC. Everybody in MDC, they support me as well. And my supervisor for putting up with me. You know what I'm saying? Thanks, y'all. I'm going to have some fun today, even if I got to do this by myself. You know, I was born alone. I'm going to die alone. So, you know, I could do this shit alone. Let me stop cursing. My mother keeps telling me to stop cursing. But sometimes I be cursing to emphasize my words. I want you to understand that the magnitude of what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? And then when I'm telling a story, I want you to understand that, you know, sometimes it might be a curse word in it to emphasize what I'm trying to convey. Right now, start. Oh, I think they're letting me, I think they're letting me stream. I'm going to find out right now. Oh, shit. This title. Okay, what the title is, what I'm trying to do today is, bear with me, y'all. This is my first time. I'm going to be telling a story around the hoodies. What happened in front of 1414, 1400, 1430. It could have happened in 1191. It could have happened at 205. It could have happened at 193. It could have happened at 180. If you got a story and you want to tell your story with my hoodie on, we could do a live and you could tell a story. But if you want to win a hoodie, you got to have a dope story. The story could be about me, good or bad. I'm not afraid of anything right now in my life. Bring it on. You want to ask some questions? Bring it on. I want to shout out Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? They in the building. I also want to shout out North Carolina for showing me so much love through my transition out here. It's a black man paradise. Y'all sleeping on North Carolina. Y'all sleeping on North Carolina. I'm telling you, it's dope out here. The title of this is called The Beef with Bar Kim. The Beef with Bar Kim. Whew. Let me give you a little rundown, right? Let me give you a little rundown of what I am or who I am. I'm an ex-drug dealer that transitioned to working and started a business. So in my pursuit of all of this, I have tried a whole bunch of things, even a record label and everything. So at this point in my life, I transitioned and now I started a business and I want to link my business with my stories. You know what I'm saying? And I want to bring it to you so y'all could get to know me. You know what I'm saying? And the ones that do know me, y'all know my story. But so y'all get to hear it from me. You know what I'm saying? And y'all could share along. If I don't tell a story correctly, I need y'all to share and say something. I need y'all to say, if y'all remember a story and I'm talking about it, y'all say something. You know what I'm saying? What else? Oh yeah. Some of these stories are graphic. Some of these stories going to be a shootout, or it's going to be a beat up, or it's going to be something. It was not sweet in the projects. I'm going to tell y'all that right now. It was not sweet in Albany projects. We came up hard. we came up rough. It was that's the way it was. So I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing. I ain't sugarcoating nothing. We came up in the crack era, and we jumped into the crack era and never looked back. Everything we did, we tried to transition into businessmen or try to do something other than the drugs, but we wasn't lucky. You know what I'm saying? We was never lucky. It was never lucky. So me having a business is not a surprise. We've been trying for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta give props to the things that I learned in the projects. Let me tell you why I made the hoodies. I made the hoodies because I didn't go to college. I was a street nigga. I learned everything I know from the streets. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everything. I'm a GED ass nigga. I got my GED and I never went back to school again. I think I was 16 years old. After that, the streets was my father. You know what I'm saying? And the streets taught me everything I knew. And the streets happened to be Bergen, Albany, Troy, and Park Place. You know what I'm saying? And I learned everything I need to know from right there. So people that went to college, they get hoodies. You know what I'm saying? The school make them a hoodie. The school do something for them and say, yo, this is for you coming here and spending your time here. Well, I decided to make a hoodie for my hood, for what we went through, for what we learned in the streets. And so far, the response for this has been overwhelming. I mean, you know, it's my brand. It's 09 Brooklyn Tees. You know what I'm saying? And this happened to be one of while I'm going live. How the fuck I'm going to get a call? I'm going live. I told everybody that I'm going live at 1 o'clock. How am I going to get a call when I'm going live? Stop the stupid shit, man. I'm on a fucking call. I'm on live. Come on, man. Yeah. All right. Now, let me finish where I was at. I learned a lot of things. I learned how to manage. I learned how to lead. I learned how to manage finances. I even found the love of my life in the projects. We 37 years deep. So, yo, this is a story to tell, man. Y'all see all of them stories. I be seeing the stories. I be hearing the stories. But this ain't just my story. I'm not going to just tell my story. I'm going to tell everybody's story. I'm calling this the Albany Chronicles. You know what I'm saying? I'm calling this the Albany Chronicles. Whereas that it's not just my story, but it's just me intertwining with everybody's story. You know what I'm saying? Because my boys also got a story. I know dudes that got a story that's in there that could probably piggyback off my story and write a book off their story. So I'm going to do everybody justice. Oh yeah, I want to give a shout out to JC Calendar. Today is his birthday. Happy birthday, man. I want to shout you out. He's one of our OGs. I got a story with him too. Or I got a couple of stories with him, man. But that's another time. This story basically is about us growing up and we unified and we didn't take over the projects. The projects was ours. You know what I'm saying? We unified. That's what we did. And that's why we had a long run, because we got organized and we unified and we joined forces and we became ghetto rich. You know what I'm saying? And in the process, there was a lot of shit that happened. Well, okay, this story is about a guy coming home and he won his territory back. He got props. He was no joke in his time. We were young boys. It just so happened that we had the projects at the time, and we basically started making money. And he came home at the height of. Okay, let me set the scene. I'm gonna set the scene. And if you want to join the live, Scott, you could just press the button and join the live. I wanted somebody in here to verify my stories and shit, But I don't know what the fuck happened with him, but that's never here nor there. This show don't stop for nobody. I'm keeping this going. This is for me, my 09, and my family. I'm going to keep this going. If you don't like it, you don't have to watch. It's not for you. This is not for you. But I'm going to represent what I love. I love my PJs, man. I love where I came from. I love what I stand for. I love what I built. I love everything about who I am. And I want to share that with you. I want y'all to get to know me. I want y'all to get to know what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, my why. Oh, man. Stop calling me, man. I'm on the live. I'm not taking the call. You had all the day yesterday, all day this morning. I'm on the live. I'm not taking the call. And I got people on the live with me. What's up, y'all? Thanks. Big Mo. Ho, whoa. Sean, I see you. My baby. Okay, I got to calm down, right? I know. I'm going to calm down. I'm going to take a deep breath and I'm going to calm down. I'm going to relax. But I'm excited because I want to share with y'all what 2025 got for me. And I also want to talk about the hoodies. You know what I'm saying? I also got, like, okay, let's say if you got a story in 193 and you want to tell your story about your thing, your building, then we could do a live. We could do a live and you wear the hoodie and we talk and you tell your story. I tell my story. If you got a story about me, that's even better. Good or bad, I wasn't that bad. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't that bad. Fuck the rumors. I'm talking about stories that that's true. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever, if you think it's true. You know what I'm saying? If you got a doper story than mine's, yeah. So the dope stories win hoodies. If you got a dope story and it's really good, you win a hoodie. I'm going to let the people decide who win the hoodie or whatever. They could DM me and say, yo, this person's story is really good. I want them to, I want them to win the hoodie. So I want to give a shout out to a building that supports me on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? And that's 1008. Word up, y'all. 1008. I think almost everybody in 1008 got a motherfucking hoodie. I gotta stop cursing. I know better words, but like I said, I want to shout out 1008. 1008 is definitely something that a group of people that is really looking out. And I'm talking about maybe every month somebody from 1008 is buying a hoodie. But I want to see 162. Where y'all at? I'm telling you, 162. Where y'all at? Y'all, you know what I'm saying? For all y'all that left 162 or still in 162, where y'all at, man? I'm keeping track who's showing me love, man. I'm keeping track. Not to be funny or anything, but I'm just monitoring so that I know how many I can make and what I'm making. I'm not making none for 162. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of shady over there, man, because I like a lot of people in 162. You know what I'm saying? And so, okay, anyway, let me set the scene. It's 1989, the summer of 1989, right? And Bar Kim came home. Bar Kim happened to be a guy that used to be a terror in our projects when we were younger. When he went to jail, we were probably like 10 years old or something like that. When he came out, we were teenagers. We heard the stories. We heard the horror stories. We heard how no joke he was. We heard the jail stories. Like, yo, boxing bar, he'll knock you out. Boxing bar, he ain't no joke. I'm like, damn, this nigga's home. Then we hear, yo, Bar is trying to take over. Bar is making all these niggas work for him. And at this point, we were, to be a drug dealer, you got to go through the process of being a drug dealer. You're not popping out to be a drug dealer. So let me let y'all know, we did not pop out large. We stayed out all night. We worked for people. So I'm just giving you a quick summary. So, we came up, and at this point, we were bosses. I want to say we probably was making like 10 G's a day at this point when Bar Kim came home. Remember, this is the hay of the crack era, 1989. And we teenagers, you know what I'm saying? And we getting money, and we eating, and we showing the projects love. And Bar Kim come home, and he tells everybody that they gonna work for him. So mind you, I'm saying to myself like, yo, wow, what we gonna do? As long as he don't fuck with us, we good. So when I say us, we grew up together, 5 dudes, right? And we unified. So we stuck together through thick and thin. We starved together. We had bust downs every month together. If it was $700, then it went to $7,000. You know what I'm saying? So it didn't matter. These niggas held me down when I was locked up. They made sure my daughter was good. These niggas was my brothers, man. We did everything. We did everything together. We shopped together. We chilled together. We partied together. We did everything. And we tried to get into music together. We tried to open up a store together. So now I'm giving you a rundown that we was basically like a team, a unit, organized crime. We were organized crime. That's what we was. We didn't realize that we were organized crime at the time, but we were organized crime. So with the unity, it came a lot of haters and beefs and shit like that. But Bar Kim is one of my ultimate beefs. You know what I'm saying? This was like you could die type shit. He was either gonna kill me or I was gonna either kill him. And that was the part that really had me, the adrenaline running in me. That me and Bar Kim had beef. The beef started, like I said, in 1989 in the summertime. Albany is banging. We getting money. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, man. Everybody outside, broad daylight. He goes, and he comes home. He steps to mad niggas. We hear about him knocking people out, making people work for him. We hear about it. So, we ain't paying no attention until it affects us. And then he came on the new side with it. So he was doing all of this on the old side and in Weeksville. Shout out to Weeksville. They Albany too. I like the way y'all support on the hoodies. We could do stories too, Weeksville. Weeksville, we could do stories too. I'm telling you. We could do stories as well. But anyway, back to Bar Kim. In the beginning, we just wanted to duck him because we knew that he was dangerous. So we just wanted to duck him, and we getting money, so we don't want no beef. We don't want no problems. We getting mad money. We like, no problems. So we had 1400, 1430, and 1414. And we had that locked. You know what I'm saying? And any other vicinity around there, it would still come to us. But that was our headquarters. That was our trap house. And we were situated so dope that the cops couldn't get us. They couldn't get us, man. We stayed on point. We had lookouts. We had everything. We had, we was just on point. And this is in Brooklyn, New York, in the projects in the 80s. And we little niggas holding it down. We didn't fuck with a lot of people outside in the world to make us large, to mess with every drug dealer, get to know every criminal. Nah, we didn't do that. We stayed incognito. We was to ourselves, basically. We didn't need them because we had a plug, so we didn't need nobody to know our business. The less they know, the less police know. So that gave us a 10-year run being organized and checking and making sure that we don't fuck with a lot of people. But that we grew, and the more you grow, the more people latch on, and our branches started getting bigger. So we started getting bigger, and then beef started coming. And Bar Kim beef was my ultimate, but it's just something I want to share because it was part of my growing up and showing people that I could connect my hoodies with my stories. All right. So Bar Kim's story, basically he came home and he wanted to take over. We knew about Bar Kim and we knew he was coming, but we didn't know when. One time he stood on the hill waiting for Rome to come. We had a Jetta at this time. This was 1989. We shared cars. We shared everything. We shared jewelry. We shared cars. We shared everything. It didn't matter, man. We fucked that. You know, like we just made sure that we were dopest niggas around. So we shared the Jetta, and the Jetta, it was really Shoe Jetta, but you know, Shoe is the kind of dude that want to share and show love. So he was like, yo, go ahead, ride anytime y'all want. And you know, it was, you know, so Rome had the Jetta, and Bar Kim wanted to knock Rome out, steal the Jetta, and go rob Slick Rick at the Apollo. Now, Bar Kim is no joke. I believe him. But we didn't find that out right away. You know, niggas love us. They're going to tell us what he said or what was going on at that time. So you hear the story that he was up on the hill waiting for Rome to come back to knock Rome out and take the Jetta. That's the first thing we heard about him. Like, this nigga's going to knock Rome out and take the Jetta. What the fuck he talking about? That's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? That's not going to happen. We not letting that happen. So I'm saying to myself like, okay, cool. We already know it's on. This nigga gets one of my workers and get him cornered in the hallway. And he just happened to have about 1,500 on him. And I knew it. I was getting ready to re him up. And Bar Kim had him in the corner. So let me set the scene. I walk in the building and I see Bar Kim in the corner. And I say, yo, Fess, come in. Let me talk to you. He said, Bar Kim looked at me with these strange eyes and shit. And he said, don't you see I'm talking to him? I looked at him, a little fear in my heart. I said, okay, yeah, I see you talking. I broke out. I walked out. As I'm walking out the building, I feel him following me. I feel it in my heart, everything. I look in the corner of my eye. He is. That nigga following me. So now if you know my projects, I'm coming from 1,400. I'm walking over the hill. This nigga coming quicker. I know he got a burner because Bar Kim keep a burner. So I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, yo, Scott. I'm calling for Scott because I know Scott got a burner that I just gave him. And I wanted to get the burner from Scott. So he coming running because he know I want to get the burner. He pulls the burner out. This is broad daylight, summertime. Remember I said it's about 90 degrees. Everybody outside. He don't want to shoot because he just came home. But he want to take over. So he looking for Scott now. He grabs Scott and say, who's Scott? Where's Scott at? He don't even know he got Scott. Now, Scott moms and Miss Millie and a couple other ladies, they seen them getting grabbed. And they ran over there. And they was like, get the fuck off of him. Because they know who Bar Kim is. Everybody know who Bar Kim is. If you from the projects, you know Bar Kim was no joke. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, he grabbed Scott. And Scott got a burner on him. But little did I know, the burner didn't have no bullets in it. I didn't know that, but I knew he had a burner. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm saying to myself like, yo, I gotta go get a burner. I gotta get in 1430. I live in 1430, so I want to go get my burner. And so I gets to the building. He got Scott, and you know the lady save him, and Bar Kim breaks out. And this is the start of the beef. That's what started the beef. He was robbing my worker, and I stepped in there, And that's what started the beef. Period. Point blank. Nothing else started it. He wanted to take over, and we making 10 G's a day, and we not letting that happen. Okay? So, we grew up so tight that if it's my beef, a Scott beef, a Shoe beef, anybody beef, we gonna take on it. If it was Doc beef, we gonna take on it. You know, if it was anybody beef, we taking it. So when Barkim beef came, at this point we large and we got guns. So we strap up. We know he coming back. We know he no joke, you know, but we cannot let this guy take over the projects. We just can't do it. And all we know is this. We don't know how to do nothing else. We don't know how to go get a job and do this and do that and buy a building. We don't know about that. We don't know about none of that stuff that people think they be talking about, like drug dealers be doing. We are young niggas with money. So we having fun with our money. So we don't know nothing about none of that. But we know if somebody come and take it, we gonna defend it. And Barkim was the one that was coming to take it. And he was knocking niggas out, calling names. He had mad niggas scared. He had construction niggas giving him money. He had drug dealers giving him drugs. It was nothing this nigga couldn't get. You know what I'm saying? Because his reputation. And he came back. So we kept watch. He came, and the shootout for 20 minutes happened. The shootout was for like 20 minutes. He came through. He was. They told us he was coming through, and then we look. We see him. Everybody set up. We tell everybody that's supposed to be getting money over there, even if they wasn't getting it with us, they better be out here doing something, because Barkim getting ready to take the projects. And if we let them take it, y'all niggas can't make no money neither. Or y'all gonna be working for Barkim. So they was like, nah, I want to work for myself too. So it was more than just my crew. It was the whole new side. We had the whole new side rolling now at this point. So we got like 20 guns outside. And at this point, Barkim was gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? But Barkim was persistent. Barkim, he wasn't playing. Barkim was like, the dude from BMF that just came home, the old head. What's his name? Tell me his name in the chat. He was like that. So he was ready to die for what he believed in. And he was a body catcher, and he was a robber, stick-up kid. He was no joke. So at this point, he came back, he came around, and it's nighttime. So when Bar came around and we all outside strapped up, all I hear is windows going up. You know, people looking out their windows. I hear drapes. I hear all types of shit. I hear people talking. So the whole projects is basically watching us get ready to have this beef with Bar Kim. And I'm talking about gun beef. And we not thinking about if we murder Bar Kim, we going to jail, because these motherfuckers is watching. We going to have witnesses and everything. At this point, we didn't care about that. We didn't even care about if we was going to jail. We didn't care about if people was watching. And we didn't care. We just knew that Bar Kim was a threat. And he was a serious threat. Remember, he will kill you. So I didn't want to die, but I still wanted to make some money. So as a dude that didn't want to die and I want to make money, I had to bring it to Bar Kim ass. And that's what we did. We seen him, we chased him, and he went to 1008. And he stayed in the corner and he started firing back. So we started shooting back. This nigga had two. I hear the story later when I get the story. He was sitting on the hill of 1008 with two 40s and a 357 and a 45 shooting out with us. I didn't know that at the time, but we were shooting out with him. So we got somebody looking out for the police, but from 1430 to 1008, it's a little length. And that's how the shootout was from those two buildings. And we shot out for about 20 minutes, man. No exaggeration. And the reason why I said 20 minutes is because I got kind of tired and shit. I'm like, where the fucking police at? You know, I'm looking for the police and ain't no police. I got kind of tired and shit. You know, if you remember the story, you could jump on in with what you remember. Whoever want to jump in. You know what I'm saying? And, okay, but anyway, we shoot out for a little while. We go through antics, and that shootout ends. We have another time where he comes through, and we all strap up again. Everybody strap up, and we wait in the building. And he comes, you know, we get the word that he's coming through, and everybody ghosts. He made the whole projects be a ghost. So we went in the building and hid in the building and waiting for him to come in the building. If he come in the building, we gonna light his ass up. That nigga just kept walking past 1414. He didn't come in the building. And he didn't come in the building, he kept moving. So we didn't kill him, we ain't shoot him, we ain't nothing. This time, we you know, because we really don't want to kill him. You know, we really want to just keep the projects, get our money, and keep, you know, our lights rolling. But he persisted. He wanted the projects. He came back again. He used to come back and forth, come through, walk through, like, you know, like Debo, and walk through, take over. You know what I'm saying? And then he came through another time. This time we was in an empty dumpster. It was an empty dumpster by 1008 and 1400, and it was empty. And it usually be garbage in it and shit, but they dumped it and cleaned it out. We all got in it. They told us he was on the old side coming over to the new side. Remember, people loved us. So they're going to tell us everything. They're going to tell us what he's doing, where he at. They're going to tell us. You know what I'm saying? And when I say buildings, these are the buildings I'm talking about. I'm talking about 1008. I'm talking about 1191. I'm talking about 205. I'm talking about the buildings that I was, you know, that I was from. And that's the reason why I made the hoodies, because the buildings were all around us and we enjoyed our projects. But anyway, we got in the dumpster, and once we got in the dumpster, we waiting for him. Everybody got a gun. All 5 of us got guns. And we like, yo, as soon as he come past, we gonna open the door, catch the drop on him. And we did. But we like, yo, you better leave this alone. We telling the nigga, we caught the drop on him. And we telling him, like, yo, leave this shit alone or this is what's going to happen. The nigga is like, what? What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about? You know, like, he still want to act like he not afraid. So he wanted to keep it going. So I'm like, damn, man. So we let him go at that time. We let him go. He broke out. So now he's a little afraid because he see how deep we is and how strong we is. So he recruits somebody. If y'all from Brooklyn, y'all know this guy named Donnie. And they call him Rabbit. Because he's a running man. He is also a criminal. He's also a killer. And he was on the run. And Barkim, it was his crony. You know, 2 birds of a feather flock together. You know what I'm saying? 2 dangerous niggas coming to the projects because Barkim told him that he had beef with these dudes and they deep and he needs some help. So, you know, Donnie is no joke. Donnie is like, yo, I'm coming. Let's go. You know, he gets over there. He see we 20, 30 deep with guns. Donnie, it's like, yo, fuck y'all doing? Where my man at? You know, like, what's going on? Calm down. I got, you know, that's my man. Come to find out, Donnie, it's like, I didn't know it was Donnie. When I found out it was Donnie, I'm like, yo, Donnie, what up? I happened to work with Donnie when I did work before my drug heyday. I worked with Donnie, and we was little, we was kids, and that's how I knew Donnie. You know, I used to ride him on the train with him and ride on a bus with him. So I knew him from there. He was from Bergen Street. His girlfriend was from Bergen Street, Bergen and Utica or something like that. And Donnie was, no joke, mostly Brooklyn niggas that's growing up in this time is no joke. They come around and, you know, Donnie like, yo, I want to talk to my man. I'm like, yo, he said, where my man Shell at? And that's me. I'm like, yo, what up? What up? I look and I see his Donnie. I think he had a white hat on. It was a big ass brim hat. And, you know, he'd be doing shit like that, incognito type shit. He said, excuse me, let me get me some water. Hold on for a second. I hope I'm not boring y'all, man. This is in quiet taste right here, yo. This is coconut water, organic. I don't mind what it is, as long as it's not soda, really. I try to drink water or something like that. But anyway, Donnie was like, yo, let me talk to you, man. You know, so we talking, and Bar Kim right there, and Bar Kim, you know, we want to squash it. And Bar Kim, and Donnie like, yo, listen, Bar, this is my family. We got to squash this. We can't take this far. So Bar Kim realizing that this is a no-win situation, right? He like, yo, I'll squash the beef. It's no problem. But my man, Kwame, didn't want to squash the beef. So he still had his gun cocked at Bar Kim, and he wanted to take Bar Kim out. He wanted to eliminate the problem. And we were all in that mode, but my man just didn't want to stop. He didn't want the beef to stop. So Bar Kim was like, yo, what's up with this nigga? He act like he got a personal with me or something. Kwame like, nah, nigga, we got beef forever. You know, like, I'm like, wow, yo, I'm like, chill, yo, chill. So we kind of get it squashed, or get it calmed down, you know, because now Kwame is upset, Bar Kim is upset, and we get ready to get back into it again. You know what I'm saying? So we made an agreement that these niggas right here do not get touched, Bar Kim. You could go knock the fuck out of everybody in the whole neighborhood. You could beat the fuck up anybody you want to beat up. But you're not going to touch these niggas. You're not going to come over here and do nothing. And he agreed. You know what I'm saying? He agreed. So to say nobody died. Nobody got shot. It was murder one shit. But nobody got shot. Nobody died. We talked that shit out. So we was willing to squash our beefs without killing somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because we was making money, really, tell you the truth. The money superseded everything. We was like, yo, this money, we got to calm that shit down. You know what I'm saying? To get this money. But the crazy shit about the Bar Kim beef is mad motherfuckers wanted Bar Kim dead. Everybody was coming to us when they heard about the Bar Kim beef. They wanted to give us guns. They wanted to give us money. They wanted to give us bullets. They wanted to give us everything they can to get rid of Bar Kim. Because Bar Kim was extorting everybody. And if you was from that area or that vicinity, motherfucker, you was getting extorted by Bar Kim. So all of them gangsters that's fronting them and stunting, I'm a nigga that know. If you was from that era, you was getting extorted by Bar Kim. Even Willie's was getting extorted. You know what I'm saying? It was nobody untouchable from him. You know what I'm saying? I gotta give him his props. He was the man that didn't know he was the man. He needed a brain behind his power, and he didn't have that. You know what I'm saying? He had brain enough to be no joke, but he didn't have brain enough to take it to the next level. Because if he would have came to us correctly, you know what I'm saying, we probably would have submitted, and we was looking out niggas. We would look out for everybody. We would have gave that nigga whatever he needed. We would have taught him whatever he needed if he would have came to us correctly. You know what I'm saying? We was little niggas. He was like an OG. If you would have talked to us and came to us right, maybe we would have did something for you. You know what I'm saying? Gave you something, or whatever. He probably didn't want that because he probably extorted somebody for more. You know what I'm saying? And he felt like if I take everything, I could have everything. But at that time, like I said, he was an OG coming home from the prison. And as soon as he came home, he just wanted to take over. So he didn't want to talk to nobody. He had his mind set. You know what I'm saying? And this is the stories I'm going to be telling. I'm going to be talking about my projects. I'm going to be talking about the buildings. if you got any stories, if you got any buildings that you want to talk about or say anything, yo, let me know. We do a live. We can talk about the building. We can talk about the story. I'm going to do this every week. I'm going to entertain you with my stories, tell you, or have people entertain you with their stories about me, about my crew, about their building, their crew, their side. You know, like, because it was a new side and an old side. If you notice, I got an old side. I mean, a new side on. I'm from the new side. This is the old side, 1191, the old side. So it's the old side and the new side. It's crazy how it came about. If y'all know the projects, y'all know it was probably because the buildings was first, so they old, and these buildings was new. And that's how it became the new side and the old side. It was simple. It was nothing spectacular about it. What side was the best? I'm going to always say the new side. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to always say the new side because I'm from the new side. But the old side going to say the old side. You know what I'm saying? And please share this. If you got some friends that want to purchase some custom items for their projects and start a story with their projects, we could do that too. You know what I'm saying? We could link up and we could all make some money selling your projects, hoodies. It's the same way I'm sitting here telling y'all about my projects, we could do the next projects and the next projects and the next projects. We could make this a whole big thing where everybody get to talk about their projects and tell their stories and things of that nature. Also, I want y'all to go to my website. I have a website, and I have merchandise on the website. I have all different kinds of merchandise. I'm gonna update on this week. I'm gonna update the merchandise on my website. Please go to my website. My website is 09bkts.com. Please go to my website. That is one of my difficulties right now. I'm trying to push that website. I'm trying to get people not to call me and go to the website and buy it. You know, so people would rather call me and, you know, and purchase it from me. And I don't mind doing it. You know, I want to give the greatest customer service. So if you want to call me, it's cool. But the same item that you buying is on the website, you could buy it from the website. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Thank you for all my people that came through and showed me love. Thank you. I appreciate you. This is one of my first ones. I want to continue this. Also, follow me on 09 Brooklyn Tees YouTube channel. I'm also going to be dropping a lot of stuff on the YouTube channel about how I became a businessman, how I transitioned from the streets, how I transitioned to working, and how I'm working. I kept my job and running a business. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling people, yo, you think you making some money and you quit your job and then you all messed up. Nah, I'm keeping my job. I'm keeping my job. I'm going to get that pension and I'm still going to run my company. That is the one for the grow on. You better keep your job until your business is popping. Don't quit that job. Don't quit that job. And even if your business is popping, if you're in a good position kind of job, keep that fucking job. Shell is out. Thank you, people. I appreciate you, people. Thank you. Share this. Share this. Let everybody see it. Thank you.